Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kathy's Corner, Seed in the Sand, and this is chapter 5 of Celebrating Life. And it's kind of ironic because I found out yesterday that one of Phil's family members passed away, and kind of had a feeling that something was kind of wrong or around, and couldn't figure out what it was, and that made it sense. It made sense. So what I wanted to talk to you today about was just that celebrating life. Even if people treat you badly in life, or things don't go our way all the time, we can always celebrate that person for being the person that they were, or they are, or the people that we are, and just celebrate that life, that breath in our bodies, that beating heart that we have, that appreciate everything that we have, everything that we ever would ever want to have. Appreciate every second that we have, because you don't know when that time is going to come when we aren't here anymore and we're in a different place. And I believe that the soul lives on, and whether that means, from lifetime to lifetime, like it's reincarnated type thing, or if it just continues living on somewhere else until we're all together again. But what I wanted to kind of, focus on is the goodness of that life, of that heartbeat, of that blood flow, the goodness of the people that surround us. And I heard my boyfriend talking to a family member about that person that passed away, and they didn't feel very good about that person, not my boyfriend, but the other person. And he was kind of saying bad things about him, and, that he screwed him over and things like that. And, it makes me wonder, just how precious life is. That even when somebody tramples on you and stomps on you and hurts you and, traumatizes you pretty much, you wind up saying, I almost feel sorry for that person, because they're so miserable in their own skin. They had to make other people miserable. And the American greed just seems to be flourishing with people, where they hold on to their money so tight they won't give a nickel, a dime to one person, but then they'll flow with the money to another, because it's something that they get something from that flow. So anyway, just thinking about celebrating that life. If we can't control other people, and like what they went through in their lifetime, we can control what's within ourselves, and what's our heartbeat, our blood flow, our way of seeing things can be different, and it can be celebrated, and it can be wonderful, and it can be, seeing that beautiful light within us. And despite what other people say or think about us. And so this was a good reminder to me to say, people might be hard on me and put me down, and, like constantly use my mental illness against me. But I can choose to block that, and put the shield up before me and say, that belongs to you. What belongs to me is I'm celebrating my heartbeat. I'm celebrating my blood flow. I'm celebrating my thoughts. I'm celebrating the goodness within me. And if you can't see that, or if something's blocking us from each other, that doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. That just means that we don't see eye to eye. So, all right. So these are the classic tarot cards. And I picked one card for yesterday, one card for today, and one card for tomorrow. Oops. Okay, so for yesterday we had the Ten of Wands. We're collecting everything up, all that work, all that hurt, all that pain, all that shame, and we're collecting it up and we're putting it into a big bundle, and we're harvesting it. So, all right. So for the for the present, we have the Sun card, which is positive energy, positive sunshine, positive goodness, positive thoughts, lots of positives. So, and then for the future, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Another Knight card from yesterday with that yellow surrounding in the background, and everything looks really, really healthy and strong. All right, I'm gonna do one more card. The Queen of Cups, the ultimate mama card, in my opinion, which is nurturing and emotions and caring and taking care of each other. So, all right, these are the Healing Spirit cards by Gordon Smith, and in this card, my intention is for those people that don't see eye to eye with us. We can come back together again. Sorry, looking for my glasses. All right, and this says, carry the torch for others to see. Wake up the world. It looks like this. All right. And it says, you have crossed a line in your life when you find yourself answering questions rather than asking them. When others see you as a guiding light, remember that guardian spirits can steer your thoughts, words, and even actions when it comes to sharing truth and knowledge from those who ask. You are a vessel for guardian spirits now, and through you, they give to others. The student is now the teacher. No, we've had that one recently. And I do like to think of myself as a teacher. I may not be highly educated or have a lot of degrees to my name, but I have a lot of life experience. And I do see myself as somebody who can teach from that life experience, from that lived experience. So, all right. Wishing you all a beautiful day, and we will chat with you tomorrow.